I used to be your regular church goer. I drive my mother to church, hang out outside. When it's about communion time, go inside, go and take communion, come back outside. I was never prefer. I didn't belong to SU. I never went to, I wasn't a serv. I was nothing. I was never, I remember when I went to seminary, when we were introducing ourselves, everybody was a youth pastor, people were in the church. I was like, hey, me, I'm a member of my church. I pay dues, and that's it. So I was never really a krife person. I spent a lot of time in prayer. And one of the things I said to God was that, I was struggling with who God is, and I felt as if I'm not a bad person, so why are bad things happening to me? And I wasn't sure that I wanted to pursue the concept of who God is. So I went to seminary. I didn't go to seminary to become a priest. I went to seminary because I felt as if I'm going to walk away from God, I want to walk away from an informed place, that I want to understand Him and then make a decision to follow Him or not to follow Him. So that was really my objective. But I discovered I had a real love for the Bible and for scripture and for explaining things about the Bible. And as time went on, I started feeling more and more like I wanted to do things for God. And in seminary, there was a lot of push, you should become a priest, you should do this. And I was like, priesthood is not for me. Priesthood is for people who go to SU. It's for good people, people like me. So I prayed one day and I said, God, if you want me to do this priesthood thing, I need you to do something for me. And I'm saying this to say, don't make these kind of prayers to God if you're not ready to sign up for what He says. I said, if you want me to become a priest, give me a job. But I'm too qualified to go in at some menial level. So I either want to be number 1 or number 2 of any company. I don't care. But just give me a job. And if you do that, I will become a priest. I tell you, it wasn't a week when I got a call from Ernst & Young saying that Bost was looking for a general manager. And, I'm sure you understand how Bost works. It's a semi-government, it was a wholly government-owned company, but it's privately owned by the government. And so I didn't think, I'm not political at all. I didn't think I would get the job. But I went for the interview anyway. 2 hours after I interviewed, I got the job. For me, it was a really profound thing because I suddenly found myself faced with priesthood. This was my prayer. If you give me a job, I'll become a priest. And I've prayed and I've got this job, which I was the most unlikely person to get the job. I had no political affiliations. Nobody knew me from anywhere. And all of a sudden, I've landed this job where I'm number 2 at Bost. So that's how my priesthood journey began. I lost a bet with God.